Good afternoon. I'm Kristen and this is Lazy Sea Homestead. And I'm glad you're here. If you're new, thank you for coming. If you've been around for a while, thank you for coming back. So today I'm going to plant this rose bush. I bought it at the grocery store. It had pretty white blooms on it, and I have yet to find a place that I wanted to put it. Not to mention, we had some odd weather and my whole garden got started late. It's going good now, but it's from my due diligence more than anything else. And trust me, I've lost a lot in the garden this year. I've also become a professional at growing Bermuda grass, apparently. And I have an infestation of vine borers. But none of those things are why we're here today. Today, we're going to make a wicking tub out of an old flower pot for this rose bush, because in that corner of the garden I have a huge, beautiful cast iron tub that is going to go there. I'm going to fix some shade cloth so that it stays cool, and we're going to put water lilies and maybe some goldfish in it. But that's also not why we're here. So I've got this pot. Alright, so a couple things you'll need is obviously a flower pot. Preferably one with a hole drilled in it like this one has. So that keeps it from overfilling. So there's no holes in the bottom. It's going to hold some water, which it has some water in it right now. Then something to put down in there so that it retains water in it, which I have these old plastic flower pots, like the kind you buy your vegetables in at the grocery store. So I've got 3 of those down in there. Nicely fills the bottom. So then I've got some dirt. This is Foxfire Farms. You don't have to use this. I like this dirt best though. And I left the water in the bottom of the pot just to make sure it was going to hold water. So you'll want to fill your pot up as much as you can and make sure you settle the little cups back down inside there as you go, because they're important. They create a water reservoir for your plant, whatever plant's going in this. It's very similar to how I have my peppers, which are in big molasses tubs that hold water for a long time. Keeps them watered. And this year I finally got some squash to grow in one of these things. I've never gotten them to work. They've always just died. This pot has some serious discoloration just from getting nasty. As you see, I'm working on filling it up, putting dirt in it, and the pots are just right there on the bottom. 1, 2, 3. If I was planting anything other than a rose, which this rose I think has no thorns on it anyway, I would fill this pot as much as possible, put the rose in it, and arrange the dirt around it. What I'm going to do with the rose is I'm going to put enough dirt that it will sit on the bottom, and then I will fill around the rose root ball itself. Alright, so I've got it nicely filled in the bottom here. I'm going to squeeze the pot just a bit so I can wiggle this puppy free. And you want to work your roots loose a little bit, which this has a whole lot of woody mulch in it, which that's okay also. Work my roots loose. and set it in there. Found a teeny tiny snail shell. So I worked it loose and I've started putting dirt around it like so. Here we go. So it's a little off center, but that's okay because I might be able to plant like another flower or something in here later. But there's the weep hole. So it'll never overfill this. And the pots on the inside are in there because it's going to help hold water. So then this plant will have a drink of water. And I shouldn't have to water it, but probably about once a week or so. Poor guy here. It was one of the roses that the goats ate. So I didn't plant it because I was really worried it wasn't going to make it. Now it's doing great. So super simple, super quick video today. Thank you for watching, and I hope you got something out of it. We'll see you soon. God bless.